Hi, welcome. This is a video on factoring a difference of squares, and this is the approaching proficient level. They've given us this problem to factor completely x squared minus 64. I'm going to take a step back and go to something that we did in the Unit 3 and multiply a plus b times a minus b. These are called conjugate pairs. I'm going to go ahead and use a box to do this, just because we've done this a number of times with the box. A plus b times a minus b. And I know that a times a is a squared. And I know that a times negative b is a negative ab. A times b over here would be a positive ab. And then negative b times a positive b would be negative b squared. So I multiplied, and now I'm going to add. But when I bring all of these out, a squared plus ab, and then minus ab, and then minus b squared, I see that these two middle terms are opposites of each other. The opposite of ab is negative ab. And if you add a number to its opposite, you get 0. And so those numbers are eliminated because in a sum, 0 plus 3, for example, is still just 3. So these just go away. And I'm left with a squared minus b squared. And so this is called a difference of squares. Difference means subtract, and squares, literally, this is something squared and this is something else squared. And so it's also very useful to remember these numbers. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, and so on. But this is, see, the top one, this is 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 squared, respectively. So if you can recognize those as being squares, then that helps. So x squared minus 64. If you can write something in the form of this works in both directions. So if I'm multiplying, I get a difference of squares, but if I'm factoring, I get what are called conjugate pairs. And so over here I get x squared minus 64, and I can think of that as x squared minus 8 squared. Again, recognizing that I've got this is 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, 6 squared, 7 squared, 8 squared, 9 squared, and 10 squared. That 64 is 8 squared. So I can just rewrite that 64 as 8 squared. And so now you can think if a squared minus b squared is the same as a plus b and a minus b, then I can now say this is the same as x and 8, x and 8, plus and minus. And that is the same as what I've got there. Again, don't be upset if your factors come out in the other order. It doesn't matter. It could have been x minus 8 times x plus 8. It's the same thing.